Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well today and having a great day so far. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Had a bit of an impromptu conversation with my besties. These are ladies that I've known for many years, and we always seek each other out when we need each other, and that can only be a couple of times a year, and maybe a few messages, but there's real love. And the reason that is so important to me is that I need them. I need the people who care about me, who look out for me. You'll hear me say in the video that I know if I'm not in the room, these ladies have my back and probably sell me better than I would ever sell myself. And that's what I hope for you, that you have those people, recognize those people, appreciate them, because it's so hard without support. And support doesn't just mean, oh, yes, everything's amazing. No, it's, calling things out when you see them and you care about people. So I will get to the video and the audio of this podcast and let you dig in yourself. There's a lot of laughing. We did this during dinner. So I appreciate you listening, and I hope that you understand the message that's coming through. Find your tribe. Doesn't matter if it takes you a long time. Find your tribe, find the people that nurture you and love you and help you get through things when you need them, and vice versa. Thanks again for listening. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the For the Doers podcast. This is Seda. I am your host, and I am here with my besties today. This is a special edition with the Virgo besties, with Nechelle, Irene, and Luci. So I'm just going to hit it off right at the bat with, we are talking about relationships. And one of the reasons I want to talk about this is because these relationships, the people who are here for me, are the relationships that I want in my life right now and always. Because yes, we don't agree on every single thing, and we can argue a little bit and all of those things, but at the same time, I feel like my very best self when I'm around these ladies. Yay.
Thank you.
I do too. Like I can be myself, warts and all. Doesn't matter what kind of bullshit I'm saying. And it's like, it's not even just about loving it, which is amazing, but it's like I feel free.
Yeah, I think because we all have the similars in terms of we enjoy each other's company so much.
Mhm.
Kind of, we all vibrate in that same frequency.
That vibe, boo.
Yeah. And I think when you around people that vibrate in that same frequency, it just heightens the sense of well-being,
Mhm.
of love.
But seriously, that's what it's all about. I love you guys.
I do too, baby.
Because I feel like, finally, I don't have to put on this facade around you guys, and we can all just be ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And it's like what you said, I think it was last week on your show.
Luci listens.
Yeah. Like when you feel like it's not like you just saw the person and you see them again, it's like no time has passed.
Yes.
That's what this feels like. Even if it's once a year or twice a year.
Yes. And but
Right?
that's what it's all about. And I still feel like you are some of the closest people in my life. And Nechelle.
It's so
Nechelle,
easy.
Nechelle is,
Yeah.
yeah, but Nechelle is like a connector.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nechelle
she
is the ultimate connector
True.
who just stays in touch with people, and keeps that connection going. But again, it's also this non-judgmental, you're part of it
Mm-hmm.
vibe,
Well, I've been friends with you guys for decades.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
with you for decades,
Mhm.
you for like 3 or 4 decades,
Mm-hmm.
Irene.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 decades.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known each other since we were teenagers.
we were kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just so easy to be around you guys. This is my core, you know, comfort place. I had a hard week and I needed to see you guys. That's why I wanted to see you guys. I wanted to see you guys over the holidays, but we were all so busy.
Yeah.
But we need to prioritize it more and see each other more. 'Cause this is feeding our
Yeah.
soul.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
Right?
And that's the point of why I wanted to have relationships as a conversation, because these days it's so hard when you're trying not to be around everybody, because it's a lot of wackiness out there, especially here in LA. We have a lot of wackiness. You don't know what's going to happen when you go to the supermarket,
True.
or to a restaurant. No one wants to wear jewelry anymore. Like it's real. We might joke about it, but it's real. But my whole thing is, I try to only focus on what I can control. That's the way to get through these times. And the point is, with relationships, why would I want to have somebody around me right now who doesn't make me feel good about myself?
Mm-hmm.
And we doubt ourselves, we doubt each other. That's just reality. But it's also like, I want a hype chick behind me. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody who's like, wait a minute. Like the 3 ladies who are here, I am positive if I'm not in the room and you're talking to me, to someone about me, that it's going to be better than what I would have said for myself. 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's so important to move forward in your life, and really, to Nechelle's point, prioritize having these people in your life that are going to really be behind you if you're trying to do all the things. And the people at this table do amazing things in their lives and have done amazing things. And how can you do it without this support group?
And also, it's also about feeling comfortable enough to, like, to Nichelle's point, letting your hair down and be able to just peel away
Yes.
whatever was bothering you, the anxiety, and just be
Mhm.
able to talk to a friend and know that now I'm uplifted because I vented,
Mhm.
To go to your safe spots and the people who listen to you and know how to listen. You feel that it's not difficult to be who you are around us. We feel so comfortable around each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for me, when I'm with you 3, I feel present. I know that sounds simplistic, but like I feel like I'm really present, and I'm not always that.
Interesting.
Everywhere else, I'm always in some other thinking about like the next thing.
Yeah.
Wait, just be here. And for some reason, that energy is always here for me.
That's a good point.
Oh, I love
I'm not even
that.
thinking about tomorrow or what happened last week.
Oh, I love
It
that.
just feels good.
But what is it specifically, Lou, that really makes you feel that way? Like your motivation? Like, I'm just saying that because today, when I woke up, that was like the second or third thing I thought about. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my girl.
Yeah, well, no, I mean that. Yeah, I was looking
You
forward to
know?
it, but I think it's like what you were saying and what you were saying about and what you were saying just about like being comfortable and being able to be yourself. I feel like that with some of my family as well, and that you're like my family.
Mm-hmm.
You're my LA family.
Mhm.
Which
I don't have
is,
family here.
yeah,
You guys
difficult
are
in
it.
LA.
Yeah, is.
Difficult in LA.
So
Big city
Yeah.
where it's like there's so many people. And even if you do have family, I mean, I think chosen family is sometimes really good. But I want to get to the why. And I'm going to start with Nechelle because I think she was born with this and we all came together because of Nechelle. I think
Aw.
she's a center,
Mhm.
but you also like your mom is that person too.
That's true. She's really good at bringing people together.
You know, so for you, what is that motivation to really bring people, because have you have taken bringing people together to an art form with like
True.
all the different types of people and
Yeah.
you know keeping in touch for so many years. Like I will never be that, you know.
That's
I
funny
barely
you say
text
that.
back,
I'm not
you know.
very good. I'm not very good at keeping in touch with everybody, you know. I think it's more about you guys and just, you know, being really selective about who you keep in
Mhm.
touch with, you know, who feeds your soul.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, in the past, Party Central right here at this house. Sure. And it was really fun, but you know, these times in the pandemic, here we are. We're the core, right?
Yeah.
It's so hard to see people. And who do you really want to see? Your core besties who really understand you and who know that you know that they're going to bring you comfort when you see them. It's just so easy to be around you guys.
Aw.
It's so it feeds my soul to see you guys.
Yeah. Irene.
I would say, it's like what I was saying earlier. It's the fact that we have so much history
Mm.
and we can
Yeah.
recall a memory and we're all hysterically laughing,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
True.
We could all be hysterically
True.
laughing, and the other people that we interact with
Yeah.
that come in and out of our lives bring those memories as well. So
But
we have all
see,
these
I'm
memories.
going to go deeper on that because between the four of us, there's probably like 50 people in common.
True.
When you guys think about it,
Yeah.
like as many years as we've known each other and hung out, there was at least fit. Why is it still just four people?
Love.
commitment to friendship,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how we feel, how it makes me feel. Speak for myself.
Yeah. Mm,
Can't
I
get any
think-
more basic than that, I think.
No, no. But I do think about that sometimes because I don't know, I'm in this weird space. I'm 51 years old. So I'm tired of putting up with, other people's BS. And I'm just like, and yes, I've gone through a lot of stuff. We were talking earlier about like, oh my God, which at this point in our lives, like the reality is, and my reality over the last couple of years was having an aging parent who all of a sudden is now my responsibility. My dad's been gone for a year and I'm still, the executor doing all the things. And not to say that all of those things are, super overwhelming anymore, but it has made my fuse shorter. If I can say it that way,
Mhm.
like I'm really like, oh wait, you did what to me? Oh, I'm cutting you off right now because I am not dealing with that crap
Mhm.
like this now. with people who I meet, and I feel like I'm still always like, I'm here for you no matter what, but that day you cross me, we're done. Why am I putting up with this? I don't know. It's like, is it because, not just because what I went through, but like, we've had a lot of time to think.
Yes. It's just a life experience that we've accumulated.
Yeah.
And now, when we're 20, we're new to things and experiencing things. And when you're 30, you're sort of like, okay, I've done this and I like this and I'm going this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And your 50s, you're like, okay, now I'm making my own decisions and then I think it's just that life experience just catches up.
Have you cut anybody off?
Uh, it's not about cutting off. I think it's you. I just don't see them that often, and maybe it's just because they've moved on, or again, it's they're living in a different state, but we'll still communicate either by a text or by Instagram, or they'll call me. But it's just because it's the distance. It's the distance. But they're still in that universe where we can still touch each other.
Okay. Kind of like the Facebook thing. We had a whole Facebook conversation about why and why not we don't go on Facebook.
There's more texting up.
Interesting. Have you cut anybody off?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't have time for BS at this age. There's no
True,
point.
that's right.
There's no point in nursing a relationship for your own self-care. There's
Yes.
people you just can't call back or you can't help because
Because they're
they
takers.
drain your energy. And better in your 50s to just let it go and
Yeah.
say, okay, that person's gonna have to figure it out instead of trying to rescue everybody.
Ooh.
You
Ooh,
just have
Virgo.
you gotta let them.
Yes.
It's not your responsibility.
Yes. Oh my God, I live.
It's too much,
I live.
right?
That's one of the things that I was talking about last week, is feeling bad about just ghosting people. But then when I think about the things and why I ghosted.
But then you get like the people that I don't like to use the phrase cut off because it's so, for me, harsh, but there are lovely people that are in my life still, and I could name them, but I won't, who I don't talk to anymore. And once in a while they reach out and I'm just like, I don't have the bandwidth or the time or the to go through the whole thing. It's just for some reason we separated, and it wasn't a ghosting, it just happened. And I know a lot of people in a lot of different circles. A lot.
You have so many friends.
Because I've changed my profession so many times. I've moved in all these places in my life, all over the world. So for me, it's like I got to a point where it's like it's too much. I need to bring it in.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm cutting you off. I mean, there are a couple people.
I'm just saying.
I had to say bye-bye. This is not serving either one of us. This friendship, this relationship. So then they can't say anything to that.
Right.
But I definitely people have faded out.
Yeah.
But I still get how are you? Let's get together. I mean, not the last year and a half.
You got a great excuse right now.
It is easier right now. That's true.
Yeah. Got a great
Distance
excuse.
yourself from people. I used it a couple times. I can't. I'm sorry. I have a kid. I can't get exposed,
Yeah. Exposed to their negativity. But and again, the reason I'm bringing it up is because I think also the older you get, like I don't have as much energy as I used to 30 years ago.
Mhm.
Let's just get that right out there. But I still have the same work ethic. So energy, like I have to plan out my energy. And if you live in Los Angeles, you have to plan out your energy because you don't know what traffic is going to be like.
But
You know?
remember, we'd go out on a
Oh,
Thursday night,
yes.
you know, and now it's like, I just want my show and my chocolate and my
My
tea, and I am so happy. And my bath.
Thursday was Rhythm Lounge.
Thursday was Rhythm Lounge.
What the hell? What?
Iced
What's
tea.
Rhythm
No one
Lounge?
knew who iced tea
This is the point of the whole conversation, to me anyway, is to be someone who really accomplishes all the things and things that you want to accomplish and to complete your goals. Like, I think, I don't know, I feel super lucky to have you guys and other people professionally that took me under their wing. And to me, I don't see that happening.
You mean like a mentor?
Yes. Which is why I'm so mentor focused, because I had that. I had people that recognized my skills without me even recognizing them and said, this is what you should do. And I'm going to guide you through this. And I reported to those people, most of them. And the mistake that I think I've made in my life and career, if I, am completely honest, is saying, I thought it was always like that, and it's not. It's not. Not everybody was raised the same way. Not everyone has the same types of friends, and it really starts from your home. And there are amazing people who, despite their home life, have amazing lives.
True.
But I think everybody at this table, like our parents, have been awesome. I mean, I can say that from just knowing you. But who are those people? Do you remember that any of those people really shaped that path that you're on right now? And do you keep and I think what I'm bringing up right now, which again, I did not know I was going to bring this up, but I keep looking for that. I keep looking for that only to spend the time that I choose to with people who nurture me and help me get to that. I'm a Virgo and I'm constantly climbing. You guys know what it's all about. Like, I'm always, but how do you do that without support? Like, do you feel like you're always searching for that mentor? Because I feel like, honestly, one of the reasons I started the podcast is because there's so many people that still come to me and I'm still engaged with, that reported to me in the past. And I'm incredibly happy to help them guide their careers. But it doesn't seem like there's very much of that anymore.
Throw it.
There's a great game on right now.
I've had people ask, young people, not lately, but I feel like I've had a lot of mentors in my life.
Mhm.
I'm not seeking out because I've had so many, and I'm just being my own right now. And
Yeah.
that sounds weird.
Ooh, no, not at all. That's totally where I'm at.
I think I'm just kind of relying on my own sort of self-direction,
Mhm.
I've had a rough year,
Mhm.
which I won't go into, but that's given me a little more dimension and like inner strength. Doesn't mean I won't look for one again. Or
Yeah.
I've always had so many teachers. I've been in a writing group. I've studied dance and film and body work and all these things. I'm always loving learning. But right now, I don't feel like I'm looking for that.
I think you it's just, again, it comes back to friendships, because
Yeah.
friendships also nurture you
Yeah.
and teach you things that you didn't have, or a skill you didn't have before.
Yeah.
And I think that's also part of that nurturing, mentoring. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have 5,000 friends, and then
Mhm,
you have the core ones you keep going back to, because that's your safety ground.
mhm.
But those other ones taught you something, even if it was bad. You learned
Yes.
something
Right.
from
It
it.
doesn't
Yes,
always have to be a
It doesn't
good
have,
thing.
yeah,
absolutely,
you still learn
absolutely,
something from it.
That's a really good
absolutely.
point.
Yeah, the bad ones are sometimes
Yeah,
Gifts.
excellent
Gifts.
yeah,
teachers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I have a mentor at work who's still my mentor from day one. So she's been my mentor for 30 years. And she's not
Wow.
retired yet. And I'm dreading when she's gonna retire next year.
Wow.
Whenever I have an issue, I can always rely on her to
That's
check in and
fantastic.
listen. And she leads with such grace and wisdom, and I honestly I would not have gotten through tough situations without her at work. Yeah, she's like my mother at work.
Wow.
Lynn, she's amazing. Um, and I hope to be a mentor to people. I sometimes feel like I'm a mentor to people at work. I'm at that age where I should be, but I don't know if I'm formally anyone's mentor. I feel like I like mentoring people and helping people be better at teaching, but I'm not sure if I'm in that actual role right now. I'm a a department chair, but the people I work with are all pretty experienced.
Mm,
So you're a teacher all day long, and you're like a mentor to all these kids too.
Yeah.
Like, so,
Oh my
so
God.
that
Yeah.
to me is like, why would you? You know what I mean? That's like a full time. I've seen you teach. It's
Yeah.
an amazing experience to be in that classroom.
And seeing
Oh.
the people that she has taught. I remember times
Oh, yeah.
going where we we once, I think we went to the Standard when it was hot. And we ran into a group of ex-students.
Wow.
And it was like, oh my God. It was like the rock star just walked in. And it was like, to me, that's so, it was because, she's like, can you imagine if I had you as my teacher? Or as we went to a Halloween party once too, and a guy was like, if she was my teacher, I would never have ditched school. Mostly because you're cute. That's why he said that. But that's what it's all about. And what I'm coming back to is we need to be there for each other, and even though I'm disappointed at the things that, just being realistic. Let's just put it that way. It's just being super realistic and being like, you know what? Not everyone's trying to be a mentor who's a leader. That's just reality. And not everybody has the same experience. But, maybe with some of these conversations, we get there for somebody. And like I always say, if that one person hears it and becomes, feels seen and heard, that's what for me, that's what it's all about.
I'm sure you're a mentor all the time with people when you were, in retail.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure you helped a lot of people learn all kinds of things.
I mean, honestly, that's what kept me going and what has always gotten me up is like, I want to celebrate with somebody and selfishly be like, yeah, I was there for that. And being a mentor is not that easy either. And maybe that's why it's not just such a regular thing anymore. I feel like I'm my own mentor for years now because I think people think it's hard. It's hard to just be an example for other people and somebody that people look up to, because we're all human. It's about finding your own tribe
Yes.
and finding the people who understand you and finding a space where you fit in. And to me, that's the biggest advice I can give to anybody. It's like, come hell or high water, find your people.
That's true.
Find your people. If somebody's like, you don't belong here, get the hell out of there. Somebody else will be like, come on in, girl. We got
Got
you.
that video with the bee girl where she's dancing. What's the name of that group? She's trying to find her tribe, but wherever she goes, she doesn't fit in, but she's the bee girl.
Oh, the bee girl. Yes. That was in the 90s.
Yes.
Yes. Blind Melon.
Blind
Melon. Yes.
Oh, Blind Melon.
Yes.
And she was dancing and she couldn't fit in anywhere. Finally, she found her tribe.
Yes. Find your tribe. I love
Yeah,
that.
That's why it's so easy to be with you guys. This is our tribe.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very easy.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
you
Be
don't have to
together.
explain yourself
exactly.
when you're in your
We
tribe.
enjoy each other's company.
Yeah. And appreciate each other. I think that's the most important thing. I love you guys.
I love you too,
Love
honey.
you guys.
Oh, yay, us. All right, I'm going to put these ladies out of their misery and say thank you so much for listening to the For the Doers podcast. I appreciate you so much. I hope you find your tribe. I hope we can be part of your tribe. Hear that. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. And remember, it's all about you. Mwah. Have a
Take it out.
great week.